Okay, doggies, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna make something really unique. I'm gonna make my original spaghetti sauce, which people don't make. They just buy the sauce and they make it. So here's some of my ingredients. I got some Spanish thyme or basil, whatever you want to call it, onion, garlic, green pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper, shallots, mushrooms, tomato paste, ketchup, tomatoes, which I'm actually gonna cook on the stove before I actually start this. So this is gonna be the beginning. So as soon as that's done, I'm gonna continue to go with the video. But I mean, yeah, it's just a little work. And some meatballs I made the last time, I'm just gonna make them into, mush. So we have some meat in our spaghetti sauce, but this is what's gonna happen today. And yeah, it's a little bit of work, but I mean, the payoff is just gonna be amazing. So I'm just boiling up the water right now to make the pasta. I got the pot ready to make the spaghetti sauce. I'm just waiting for the tomato and garlic to roast, and I'll mash them up, and we'll go from there. Okay, our tomato is toasting very well. I'm just cooking the meatballs, but I'm gonna break them up. So all that fat and oil, I really want to get rid of it. So let's get rid of it. Actually, give it a rinse of water, because I don't want any of that fat. And it's got a good flavor, so I don't have to add anything. All of it out. Okay, I'm gonna break that up, but first I'm gonna add water. Actually, I'm not gonna add anything to that. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil, olive oil to be exact. Let's open up the olive oil. As you see, the tomatoes are roasting. Some olive oil in that, just a little bit. So I'm also going to add some onion and garlic to that, because that's going to come in handy. Also going to need a spatula for mixing for the meat. I'm gonna mash it up. I don't want to, I really don't want meatballs. I'm gonna blend this as much as I can. Or break it up for a sec. And we're actually gonna add the tomatoes next. It has to simmer. We're going to pull the skin off the tomatoes. Alright, this is homemade spaghetti. You can break it up as small as you want. Remember, these meatballs I made before, it's got a lot of stuff in it. Okay, I'll call that a done. Now I got the tomatoes here that have been burning for a little while. I'm going to throw them in. Mind you, the skin will peel off after. I was just doing that just to give it a little taste. So I'll take each, throw it in. Doesn't want to come off. It's burning. Turn that off. Let's tomatoes, so I wouldn't really actually worry about yourself. With a little knife, cut these open. So they do have to cook. The main point with burning it was to get the skin off, because we don't want the skin in the sauce. But the burn skin actually creates a real good taste. And I don't think we really have to add any water at this point. Just gotta break it up. All the sauce has to come out. Like I said, we don't need the skin. The skin will come out after. See the skin is peeling off? Just peeling off. You can strain it after. You do want this to fry. Just keep cutting it up. Small. It'll melt. Starting to break up already. Remember, the skin you always get rid of anytime you want. You know, it just peels off. Like that. So that's our next step. Let's keep this going. Just gonna squeeze these out, pull out the skin. See, the skin just comes off. Just like you're making a tomato choca. And we'll go to the next step after this melts. You need to melt. And this actually takes time. You're pulling the skin off. Whereas once it's half cooked, the skin just peels off. You don't want the skin. Well, sometimes you do, sometimes you won't. I just prefer not to have it. Skin come off. Handle's breaking up. Grab that piece of skin. Well, it's not cooked enough yet, but the more it cooks, the skin just peels off the tomato. So that's the beginning of our spaghetti sauce. Try to get all the skin you can. Now that's just boiling into the meat. It's just gonna become water. I did cook the meat halfway, so I'm not worried about overcooking it or undercooking it. Just make sure it's cooked right. Yeah, the tomato's breaking up. You just keep breaking it. When you come across a piece of skin, just pull it out. So I think we're almost there. So at this point, I'm gonna add my tomato paste. Can. There's a little bit left in there. I mean, let's add some water. Mix it up. I mean, if you really want to get, like, not lose anything, just mix it up like that. Get it off the can, inside. You don't actually really need it all, but then everybody doesn't want to waste. Depends on you. So that's all mixed. Throw it in. So that can's like almost done, but not. And I'm gonna need more water, so let me mix some more. All right, there we go. That's pretty clean. Oops, I just dropped the camera. And I'm adding my favorite ketchup. The bottle's done. Add a little bit more water, let me clean it out. Add a little bit of seasoning here. I don't need to add it, but I'm gonna add just a little bit for my own purposes. I just made this yesterday and I know it tastes really good. And the last thing is that, but you have to mix this up. And the tomato is not done, so I can't add that yet. Let me just see what it's tasting like. Oh, that's really good. It's missing some black pepper. Some salt. You don't have to add much salt. You want high blood pressure? Add as much salt you want. Now that tastes delicious. Let me taste it. That's a spaghetti sauce. Now, I'm gonna it's still on high. Let me throw this stuff away because I'm gonna need that. And we add our last ingredients, which, like I said again, was green, red, yellow pepper, carrots, mushrooms, celery, shadow benny, and some shallots. So I'm gonna add that in. I don't know how nice I can add it in this. Let's try. One-handed, okay? Oh, yeah, I spilled some more. I'll get it all in. Don't worry, I've cleaned up. Spilled some on the side. Just throw it in. It's gonna cook anyways. My place is clean, so I'm not worried. Mushroom. Mix it all up. Now this is gonna be thick, so you might want to add some water after you boil. Oh, tastes so amazing. Yeah, I don't even need basil or cilantro or anything like. Anyways, after this is done, I'm gonna make the noodles and I'll give you the final dish. Okay, all my homemade spaghetti's done. That's the noodles. Actually, I'm using the ingredient noodles. There's the spaghetti. It tastes actually really awesome. I washed everything, so here you go. Let's put this on a plate. Just make it look really nice. So I did make a little bit of salad. So I'll just put it right there in the middle. Let's grab some noodles. There we got our noodles. Now I did something different here because I did a pork yesterday, right? So I got the pork going there. I'm actually gonna add that to mine because I love it. And I mean, everything you add adds to taste. So let's get a spoon. There's my homemade spaghetti, and this just tastes awesome. Just put it right on top, just like that. I mean, if you're a cheese buff, you might want to add some Parmesan cheese, which I don't have the original, but I do have some Kraft, which is not a bad brand. I mean, you can get cheaper brands. It's all the same shit, man. Make sure it's all broken. Put a little bit on the top. And there you go. That's what it's all about. Thanks for watching another show. Like I said, I made a homemade spaghetti, some noodles, and this is what we're ended up with. And I made a ham yesterday. I cut it up, and I want that bone because I love my bones. All right. Thanks, doggies, for watching another show.